So I just went to the press preview of the street art show, and it's a survey. The management of the museum, Jeffrey Deitch, gave a speech beforehand. He was very clear. He said this is not a graffiti jamboree. He said this is street art in an art historical context, and it certainly was, because that's the boring part of the show, where they have nice wall placards. There's a lot of exciting art here. It's a show meant for people who don't go to museums to come here. But it's also MOCA putting all of those academic artists on notice that you're no longer welcome, you're no longer wanted, your art world is over. Your theory is dead, and we want bodies here, we want popular artists, popularity, we want a critical mass, and you're not going to get that with a lot of minimal art. You're not going to get that with a lot of abstract painting. You're going to get that with street art. You're going to get that with graffiti. You're going to get that with artists who people walk up to and want their autograph. I witnessed a lot of that at the press preview. But I witnessed something at the press preview today where most of the artists were in attendance, and I've never seen this at another MOCA group show. Normally you go to a MOCA group show, and the artists are right at their little art stand, and they say, "This is me talking, and this is my thing, and it's all about me." At this one, I would walk up to somebody by their heart and say, "Hey, this is cool." Start talking about it, and they would go, dude, I want you to see this other one. And they would drag me across MOCA to see somebody else's art. And it was amazing. So there's certainly a we've arrived community feel here that the what you might call the old school art world sorely lacks in its careerist, pathetic aspirations. Or its pathetic careerist aspirations, yeah. So basically, art in the streets at MOCA signals your art world, it's over. This is the new art world, and it already has its own art history dating way back. There's stuff from the 1970s here, way back.
Mentioned some old friends here. It's fantastic to have Fab Five Freddy, Fred Brathwaite here. And we've known each other since the late 70s. And Fred has been so crucial in putting together the show with us.
Afraid of heights?
No. I love heights. Heights are the best.
So not all graffiti is garbage, but a lot of graffiti appears on garbage cans. And art in the streets, kind of has a borderline between graffiti and this street art phenomena. I think there's a couple things omitted. The greatest tagger in the history of LA was Chaka. He made the LA Times. He went from Santa Barbara to San Diego, tagging Chaka everywhere in the late 80s, early 90s. Nirvana wrote Chaka on their drum set. He was such a cultural phenomena. No mention at all, because Jeffrey Deitch is from New York, Aaron Rose, the other curator, is from New York, and so they got Banksy's manager, Roger Gassman, involved so that he could ensure that Banksy was in it, and he doesn't know anything about LA. But the other omission, not a lot of women, a lot of girls out there on the street, and there was an artist, Becca, and she was doing the paper cutouts before anybody in LA. Big movement in LA. And the irony, of course, with Becca is she actually street arted MOCA back in the mid-90s. So she was the first street artist to show up MOCA. Heaven forbid somebody who actually got into MOCA on their own terms, heaven forbid they be put in the show. But these are minor quibbles. The show's got a lot of energy. It's definitely going to keep MOCA in the mix, and it makes the institution much more vital to the larger public, to the city at large. And so if you are from LA, you'll see a lot that you recognize, and the omissions will make you realize that New Yorkers still get the final say in the art world. But art in the streets is a sign, though, that it can be our art world too, no matter who you are. So I wanted to trash this show. It was a pretty good show. So I wish I could trash it, but you know, I don't know. I bet all your mommies are proud you made it to MOCA. There, that's as good as I can trash it. And art world, you've met your match. That's all I've got.